Alright, welcome back to the channel, guys. Let's continue the Jungle Trolls, the Gurubashi campaign. Last time we had a lot of success. I think I fought 2 different battles. One battle against Stormwind, we got ambushed. That went surprisingly well, and then we also fought to take Zolkunda, little troll rebel village, and then we also took Zolmambwe, which was also controlled by rebels, and they just gave up, didn't even have to fight it. But we still have a long way to take all of Stranglethorn Vale. This whole green, lush jungle region is called Stranglethorn Vale. If any of you have played World of Warcraft, you should know that. And we still have this ogre settlement right here. We have another ogre settlement's hidden, but if you zoom in, you can see it. Ogres are tough, and that's going to require a pretty elite army to take. But for now, I've been ignoring half the screen. For now, we're going to be taking Booty Bay from the Goblins. And the good news is we outnumber them a little bit. We have a better general. The bad news is the Goblins have, I don't know if they have it in this army, but sometimes they have very powerful units. They have a lot of gunpowder units. They have mechanical units. They have some good stuff. So I don't know. I'm not sure. This could be an easy win, or it could be a disaster, but I guess we're going to find out. So, without further ado, let's do this. Alright, now, so, because they're sallying out, the battle starts instantly, so I don't have time to, like, you know, position my troops. I mean, I can still position them, but they'll be actively coming towards me. So let's look at what their settlement looks like. This is, I mean, if you've played WoW, you should know this isn't what Booty Bay looks like, but they use this kind of default building for it, which is fine. You know, you can't have every single settlement looking the way it does in WoW. Many of them do. Many of them do look like Stormwind and stuff looks pretty legit. It has like blue tiles, it has white walls. It looks fairly similar to Stormwind and World of Warcraft. I mean, not exactly, but it has, you know, has enough of the vibe. But in this case, it's a bit different, but who cares? So we have some siege equipment. We're going to drop that. And the goal, it's a little bit foggy. That makes it kind of a pain to line everything up. But what we want to have is we want to have all the missile units. Oh, actually, let's turn skirmish mode on the cavalry. But all the other missile units, I want to have right here. And we need to move quick. And then we're going to take all the melee. All the melee units. And we're going to put them, we're going to create a front line. They're going to absorb the shock while the missile units shower the enemy with arrows and circle and shoot. These are like raptor riders. Yeah. Oh, just to show you, this unit, the Gurubashi General's Bodyguard is really cool. Has pretty good stats, and they look pretty badass. They got these two-handed, what are they? They're like double axes or triple axes. It's like multiple axes tied together. And my general is special. He actually has all of them have a special ability, Bloodless. So if my troops get tired, that's gonna remove that. So we'll wait till they like get tired out. Alright, where the hell's the enemy? They sallied out. Usually when the enemy sallies out, they come out. But I guess they're taking a while. They're a bit... Alright, they are coming out. Okay. And let's see what they have. This is a shitty... Actually, no, it's not a shitty. It's a decent missile unit. This is a decent melee unit. These are, I think, hobgoblins. They're also pretty strong. I mean, they have a pretty strong garrison. We outnumber them, but they have... These guys... Okay, these guys are kind of shitty. Good thing about playing this game, this mod a lot, is you can recognize, that's an even shittier. That's like a peasant unit. That's a shitty unit. And I think that hobgoblin unit, that's the bodyguard. I think that's the goblin bodyguard unit. So I'm gonna try to target them if I can. Also, let's see if we can maybe If we can maybe pressure them a little bit with my missile cavalry. Alright, they're coming in. They're coming in. Am I hitting them at all? 1% of the enemy down. Alright. We're doing something. Alright, now all my archers are shooting at him as well. Actually, they're not archers, they're javelin men. Oh, and we have contact. Melee. Oh, it's the bodyguard unit. It's the bodyguard unit. Okay, it's going well. It says victory is certain. And if we can kill their enemy general, goblins tend to have low morale, so if we can get rid of him. Let's use the special ability. Let's use this special ability as well. Oh my god, we're destroying them. Now let's bring this cavalry. Let's bring him in here. Oh shit, something's happening. I think they might have... Enemy general died, but it looks like they have a freaking cannon. It's a good thing I have... I was gonna use the cavalry on something else, but this is more important. Gotta get rid of this cannon. Quickly. Come on. And that takes care of the cannon. And over here we're finishing off their melee units. Let's finish these guys off. N 95%. Who's left? Damn, these guys have high morale. They're like a goblin special ops. All right, that went really well. We only lost 10%. Heroic victory. Yeah, this went way better than I expected. Let's take a look at the stats. The Gurubashi headhunters, they did surprisingly well. I think those are javelin men. The bodyguard unit did really well. Everyone else did kind of okay. All right, we took Booty Bay. We've taken Booty Bay. This is a pretty sizable city. I'm just gonna... We have plenty of money, so I'm just gonna occupy it. I'm not gonna sack it. I'm not gonna damage it. When you play as the jungle trolls, always adopt family members, because then you get the bodyguard unit. And the bodyguard unit, I am pretty sure... Why is it saying the city is under siege? That's like it's like a weird glitch. Shouldn't say that. But what was I saying? Yeah, always adopt family members, because for this specific factions and a few others, I would say about half the factions in Warcraft Total War have bodyguard units with 0 upkeep. So always check that. Does your faction have 0 upkeep, or does it not? If it has 0 upkeep, just always adopt as many family members as you can, and because usually the bodyguard unit's good. Like this one, for example, it has decent attack, decent defense, it has 2 hit points, it has armor penetration, which is one of the most important things in this mod. You always want to go for armor penetration. Let me see. Why is it saying it's having unrest? It's not having... it's some kind of glitch. But it shouldn't impact it. It says public order is fine. Alright, and what's the first building we're going to build? Training grounds, because that's going to boost public order. It's going to allow me to have militia units that are going to have free upkeep. And then we can do other stuff. We can do roads. We can do a port. You can't have Booty Bay without a port. Kind of shameless how they didn't have a port. Like, that's what it's famous for. It's like the most famous port city in all the Eastern Kingdoms, alongside Theramore. Not Theramore. This place. Menethil Harbor. It's called something like that. It's been a while. So yeah, we're gonna build a port. We're gonna build a religious building that's gonna increase the troll religion percentage. That'll help in a lot of different ways. And then mine hunting ground. That's kind of the goblin version of a farm. And that's it. So I'm gonna keep this army here for now, and then these little. If you watched the previous video, you saw that I saw something really interesting. You can recruit elite troll mercenary units in this area for some reason. So we're gonna bring these guys. Oh, I should have been building stuff here. Let's build that. What's this? Yeah, I'm gonna keep building these headhunters. They're freaking good. We saw that in the stats. But we're gonna bring this guy over here. And I think in the last video I told you that my plan was to bring an army here. This is the border with Stormwind, and we're not gonna attack Stormwind until I have pacified all of Stranglethorn. And there's still a lot of settlements left, at least 2 of them. There's actually a 3rd one. There's a small village in this area. Yeah, like here. Oh, I gotta build a farm here as well. But anyway, this border, it's like a thin little pass. It's like a tight area. We're gonna bring an army there, build a fort, and then that way, the only way they can bring in Stormwind armies is to take that fort. But that fort is gonna have a very elite army with a good general, with a lot of elite units, and that's gonna kind of keep them at bay until we're ready to expand. So let's don't have any movement points, but let's reinforce this army a little bit so it's not so. I could build a fort here as well. That's true. I could also build a watchtower. Let's do that. Okay, that kind of lets us see a little bit further. And let's bring in another archer unit. Headhunters. Yeah, let's reinforce. I feel like they're pretty vulnerable. Let's keep reinforcing it. All right, that's decent. Anything else? No. Let's end the turn. Let's see if Stormwind attacks. All right. That went well, and we're gonna build a fort. Come on, right there. Right there. We're gonna have almost a full stack. More witch doctors, yeah. Construction, leather armor, blacksmith, yeah. Mustering grounds. Should I recruit? These guys are kinda useless. 16, 6 plus 7. Spears. Yeah, let's move this one. And then Booty Bay, we're still waiting for this to get constructed. Gonna wait a bit. Hostilities. Oh, it looks like the Amani and the High Elves are no longer fighting. And how many free upkeep units does this city have? 5. Alright. Alright. Okay, good. Nothing happened. Alright, let's start moving this army out. And we're gonna head over here. Like I said, I think there's a village here that we can take pretty easily. Yeah, Abaraz, right there. Let's move these cavalry units. More construction. Oh, yeah, Booty Bay. Booty Bay. Five of them. Soon we're going to have a bunch of spellcaster units. That's going to be super OP. I want to have a full stack here, just in case. Yeah, let's move 2 of these guys. Alright. Rebel army. Rebel army right there. We're gonna lay siege till they react and sally out. Building some farms, building some roads. Let's move these axemen. Things are going well. Very satisfying start. And now we have a full proper stack with a decent general. And let's see what's going on here. What else should I recruit? Armored scorpions. Damn. Yeah, they look good. They look really good. But let's go with witch doctors. I'm gonna have if I had like half a stack of spellcasters, that would be a really powerful army. Alright. Let's end the turn. Let's see if those rebels react. Oh, we have some Stormwind troops coming in. Yeah. I could take this army out and attack them, but I don't know. Alright, what else is going on? Stromgard and the Amani are no longer at wars. It looks like the Amani are just avoiding fighting. Oh, good relations with the Burning Legion. That's good. Recruitment. So one more turn till these guys either sally out or they give up. Let's see how they react. Big Stormwind army. Yeah, they gave up. But look at that. Big Stormwind army. Should I attack them? Let's save, because I don't want to... Yeah, clear victory, that's fine. And now we need to replenish these forces. Oh, now we have a proper port in Booty Bay. All right. Yeah, Booty Bay is profitable. It's my second most profitable city. Alright, the place we took. We're going to convert that to a moat and bailey because that gets you walls. And then we're going to start moving in against the ogres. The ogres, usually half their army are these shitty gnoll units, and then the other half are really strong ogre units. Usually there's a spellcaster, these guys, ogre, magi. Very, very strong spellcasters, because not only do they do powerful spellcaster damage, but also they can hold their own in melee. Oh, what is this? This rebel army is moving in on Booty Bay, so we're gonna, just in case, recruit some melee units. Just in case. Oh, we're gonna have a spellcaster unit. I think this is gonna be our first spellcaster unit, not including the one we recruited as a mercenary unit. Speaking of which, we can recruit more mercenary units. Hell yeah. Perfect. Any mercenaries in this area? No, it looks like the mercenary unit pool is shared for all of Stranglethorn. Alright, end the turn. Hope these rebels don't attack Booty Bay. Yo, look! I predicted it. I predicted it. And I think a nice auto-resolve might be enough to push him back. Religious building. Nice. We have spellcasters. Oh, another mercenary unit. Oh, but I don't think I have space for it. Maybe I could remove these spearmen. That's a badass unit. Sandalari Thunder Guard. And then, yeah, pretty good ratio. And now we also gotta push these guys back. I'm gonna save because I don't want to lose Booty Bay with just an auto resolve. It's a draw. Alright, good enough, I guess. And then, alright, let's end the turn. Another Stormwind army coming in. And now they're attacking Booty Bay. I think I'm going to end it here. Maybe I'll play that battle, or maybe I'll auto-resolve it, but I think that's enough for today. Like always, guys, thanks for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. I'm going to keep this campaign going for a while. We're going to conquer all of Stranglethorn. We're going to push into Stormwind. We're going to take Darkshire. We're going to take Duskwood. We'll take Westfall. We'll take, you know, as much as we can from Stormwind, and then we'll see from there where to go next. But yeah, I'm going to end it here. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.